What does Momo Boyd's Miss Michigan reveal about love, identity, and self-worth? Let's talk about it. What's going on, y'all? It's your man Lighthouse, and you're now tuned into another episode of Everything for Everybody. And today we'll be discussing Momo Boyd's Miss Michigan. Momo Boyd's Miss Michigan emerges as a sharply rendered solo statement from a voice long embedded within collective harmony. Raised in Detroit and refined through years of street performances in New York alongside her siblings, later known as Infinity Song, Boyd arrives here with a singular perspective shaped by discipline, visibility, and delayed authorship. Her transition from ensemble member to individual narrator feels deliberate, sharpened by recent exposure through collaborations with artists such as Baby Keem and Kendrick Lamar, where her presence introduced her to a wider audience poised to receive this moment. Miss Michigan frames this narrative around an archetype, polished, agreeable, and outwardly complete, only to methodically examine the cost of maintaining that image. Boyd writes from within this persona, presenting a character shaped by affirmation, yet burdened by expectation. What begins as praise evolves into documentation, revealing a pattern of emotional availability that invites exploitation. The writing resists spectacle, instead allowing its conclusions to surface through accumulation. The project's emotional architecture is defined by duality. Boyd captures both the instinct to accommodate and the instinct to withdraw, presenting them not as contradictions, but as parallel outcomes of the same formative experience. Relationships become sites of negotiation where self-adjustment is offered in exchange for proximity, even when that exchange erodes personal stability. At the same time, distance is framed as a learned defense, an outcome of early exposure to instability that informs her reluctance to fully invest. This tension extends into the project's lone expression of romantic pursuit, where longing is depicted as movement rather than resolution. The search itself becomes the central motif, rendered through images of travel and persistence that never arrive at completion. Even when Boyd invokes broader cultural language, she redirects it inward, using familiar phrases as markers of personal autonomy rather than collective identity. Sonically, the EP benefits from a controlled and cohesive production palette, largely shaped by Brandon Shoup, whose restraint allows Boyd's voice to carry the weight of interpretation. Her vocal approach is notably measured, though technically capable of expansive expression. She apps for containment, prioritizing clarity over embellishment. This restraint lends greater impact to moments where tone shifts, where irony, fatigue, and quiet defiance surface without announcement. Boyd's authorship remains central throughout. She navigates multiple emotional positions without separating them into distinct identities, allowing vulnerability and detachment to coexist within the same voice. At times, she occupies the role of the one who is used. Elsewhere, she acknowledges her own capacity to disengage without consequence. This refusal to organize experience into moral categories gives the project its cohesion. It is not concerned with resolution, but with recognition. Miss Michigan ultimately stands as a study in self-definition, shaped by years of preparation and sharpened by the opportunity to finally speak in the first person. Boyd approaches that opportunity with precision, using each track as a deliberate extension of voice rather than an attempt to summarize identity. The result is a work that feels fully inhabited, attentive to its subject, and unwilling to dilute its perspective. My favorite songs are She's a Sweetheart, Second Best, and Oops. And I think this is dope, I really like it. I was always interested in Infinity Song, and then when they got signed to Jay-Z, I thought that was dope too, when they got signed to Roc Nation rather. I thought that was dope. So following them and following their music, I definitely was interested in hearing what it would sound like as a singular voice. So I think this album is pretty good, but you guys let me know what you think about it, That's my time. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can stay in the loop. So let me know what you guys think about this project. Remember to follow me on all social media platforms, everythingain't.pod, and also make sure you tune in to tomorrow's episode. All right? Thank you for your time. Until next time, peace. We out.